one of the ways that these deeply entrenched beliefs come about, particularly for academics. Academics are just as susceptible as really dumb people to believing pretty much anything that's going around. But they like to say, well, you know, these studies were done and there's all wonderful kind of stuff. Well, one of the things that I have a background in is statistics. Now, there's a great quote. There's lies, there's damn lies, and then there's statistics. And statistics are fascinating things, and they have a very powerful and important role to play in society. But anyone who's actually involved in statistics understands that it is extremely easy to manipulate the data in such a way that you can pretty much say anything or prove anything. And I think that the point I made was that if you give me enough time and you let me select the group that I'm going to gather the statistics from or perform the experiment on or whatever, I can categorically prove to you that white is actually beige. I mean, I can do it. And I'm not that bright. So if I can do it, really bright people with all these wonderful little degrees that they bop people on the nose with, they can manipulate the statistics or the data or however you want to say pretty much whatever they like. It happens every day of the week. There's this huge debate about pharmaceutical companies and how they exclude certain data and they put certain things in. You can prove pretty much anything you want to prove with numbers if you're even just a little bit smart along the way. And people develop belief systems based on this bullshit. Instead of looking at what it is, instead of understanding the biases involved and actually digging in and getting involved in it, you want to stand solidly behind it and go, you're wrong, this study, that study proves me. Okay, I'm being grossly generalized here, but it is a very, very dangerous thing to just sort of cling to this shit instead of questioning. Always ask questions. Always ask questions. This is what we don't do. This is what our education system pretends to do, but the reality is it doesn't. And one of the major reasons why it doesn't work is that the authority figures don't like it when you ask questions. That was one of the things that I really liked about my country. Until very recently, my country was famous for not accepting everything that came their way. We were famous for asking questions, being a very healthily, suspicious of authority, asking the relevant questions, making sure that people could actually convince us in a reasonable manner that they were right. Not just accepting whatever they went because they had a badge or they were wearing a uniform or they were standing in front of the classroom, therefore it was right. We, as a nation, we would ask questions. That's kind of gone or going or has disappeared. We wandered into another war again, backing up the Americans and all the rest of it. And we've kind of lost that ability. We are becoming a lot, it appears to me, personal opinion, I actually got attacked because the input that I had on the discussion was because it was based on my personal opinion. Hello? I mean, how else does anybody arrive at anything? This stuff, what is that? There's a famous quote, the people you meet and the books you read, the people you meet and the books you read. Where else are you going to get your information from? Where else are you going to develop your ideas from? Where else are you going to get your beliefs from? The people you meet and the books you read. So, and in conclusion, Your Honor, I would like to put out a plea. I would like people to understand the difference between ideas and beliefs. I would like people to embrace the idea of ideas. I would like people to be wary of beliefs. I'd like people to be wary of people who have firmly held beliefs. You don't have to hurt them or anything, but you should understand that as soon as people start shoving beliefs down your throat, whatever subject that is on, you're on dangerous ground. They are dangerous people and you're on dangerous ground. You're on dangerous ground because you're going to have a hard time changing people's beliefs. And people with strongly held beliefs do some very strange and very dangerous things. Embrace the idea bringers. Bring forth the ideas, and I shall embrace them, he cried.